everybody wants to lose weight, but like no proper guidance from any professionals, and they start their own weight loss goals and weight loss methods, and end up in a lot of troubles after the weight loss, or they can't lose the weight and they don't know where to go. And lot of myths and lot of false informations online, and like lot of even the gym trainers, they're not trained well, they give a lot of false information, they believe that, and they start doing those things and end up in trouble. So what we from Chennai Plastic Surgery, what we feel, we want to give them a proper information and make them understand about that diet and about the exercise regime, so that they'll follow something properly to lose weight and maintain the weight. So before starting anything, before starting about the weight loss method, first they have to know about the food. So a lot of people, when we give them restrict carbohydrate, they say yes, I restricted carbohydrate. But when we dig into their diet pattern, they have taken carbohydrate without even knowing they are taking carbohydrate, the two refined carbohydrates. And so what initially we discuss about, we talk about a lot of food related things, and the finer details about the food and the weight loss. So what is carbohydrate, and what is protein, and what is fat? Carbohydrate, protein and fat. Carbohydrate gives very less calories, protein gives little more calories, and fat gives more calories. Though the carbohydrate gives very less calories, say example 1 gram of carbohydrate will give you 4 to 5 kilocalories, protein gives 7 to 8, fat gives more than that. But what is carbohydrate rich foods? We say that refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates are nothing but the rice. See, any form, like rice, dosa, idli, idiyappam, appam, parotas, all those breads, white breads, all those things comes under refined food categories. What is complex carbohydrate? Complex carbohydrates are like bread, the oats, the brown bread, the multigrain bread, and the wheat. These are all complex carbohydrate. What is the difference between the simple carbohydrate and the refined simple carbohydrate and the complex carbohydrate? The simple carbohydrate will be available immediately. Basically, as soon as you enter into the body, it immediately releases the blood sugar. So there will be a rapid rise in the blood sugar as soon as you take the simple carbohydrate. Complex carbohydrate takes some more time to release the carbohydrate and maintain for a little longer time. So what is the problem in it? Insulin, the sugar levels immediately released and sugar levels slowly released. When sugar levels immediately released, the insulin which secretes from the pancreas, it has to be the insulin has to be released fast and in high quantity to digest the sugar whatever released from the carbohydrate material. The insulin surge is not good for the body. High levels of insulin leads to a lot of other issues. So only any problem, they say restrict your refined carbohydrates, go for a complex carbohydrate. But even complex carbohydrate like wheat, multigrain bread, and the complex forms, like the millets, all those things also carbohydrate only. It releases a little slow. So we can't say that there's a very good carbohydrate even either. So what we normally say is carbohydrate source has to come from the vegetables and fruits. Okay, that has a lot of nutritional value. Also, along with the carbohydrate, it has vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients, whatever needed for the body. So whenever we start a diet program, we say no carbohydrate diet. But though we say no carbohydrate diet, that means we ask them to take the carbohydrate from the vegetables and fruits. But people don't know that they also have the carbohydrate. But we ask them to go for the vegetables and fruits, so that they use the ideal carbohydrate, so it won't affect their body. And other problem with the refined carbohydrates like rice, dosa, and all those breads and all those things, we want to eat more. It won't give you a satiety. So say example, if you take one dosa, you want to go for a second dosa, you want to go for a third dosa, same the breads. So what usually happens is you end up eating more, and lot of sugar will be released immediately and lot of insulin will be secreted. If you go for a complex carbohydrate, it is little less. So, so what is the advantage? What is protein then? Protein is actually the animals are the good source for the protein. Most of the time when we say weight loss, we always encourage them to take non-vegetarian sources because high in protein. Uh, the proteins and fat. So what are the protein-rich foods? Protein-rich foods are chicken, fish, and all pulses, all the all our chana and all those vegetarian sources, and egg white, especially the egg white. These are all the very good protein sources. And what is fat then? Fat are the cheese, butter, ghee, and all oily things are the fats. So lot of confusion to go for a high protein diet or high fat diet. In lot of new diet menus are coming with the high fat diets. Also, you can reduce the weight. What is the real situation here? So if you take protein and fat, your satiety center will be you attain the satiety early. So even if you eat one very good portion of protein, it controls your hunger. So so you don't feel like eating more. So though the calorie wise the protein and fat is more, but it controls your intake. So same way the insulin increase won't be that much in protein and fat. So the insulin secretion will be well controlled. So the normally what we say is, when anybody starts the weight loss program, we ask them to, so when anybody wants to lose weight, that time motivation is very high. So utilize it. So ask them to stop all the carbohydrate rich foods. Okay, no any rice items or any dosa, idli, white breads, or no refined carbohydrate as well as complex carbohydrates like in the wheat and the multigrain breads and those kind of things. So we ask them to completely cut down the carbohydrate. Their source of the energy has to come from the lot of salads in the vegetables and low calorie fruits like papaya, guava, oranges, apple, and low calorie foods. These are all the sources for initially they have to stick with the salads and fruits and proteins in the form of lean meat like chicken and egg, fish, and otherwise the vegetarian sources like soya and tofu and all the chana and those kind of materials. And we restrict the calories. See, the weight loss is not a magic. It is a calculated thing. How much energy you are spending and how much energy you are taking. If that is balance is negative, you lose weight. This is a simple formula. So say example, adult male around 20 to 30 years, he normally takes 2500 to 3000 calories easily. If he wants to lose weight, we have to at least make him reduce at least 1500 to 1800 calories per day, and so he'll be taking 1500 to 1800 calories per day, and we want them to burn more calories by doing at least some exercises. So if you maintain this negative calorie balance, automatically you lose weight. See, here I want to make the weight loss things very simple. I don't want to go for a complicated terminologies and complicated way to measure your issues. So who needs to lose weight and how to calculate your ideal weight? Very simple calculation. You measure your height in centimeters. Say example, your height is 176 centimeters, then you minus 100 from your height, then you see example 176, then your ideal weight will be 76. This is a rough calculation. Plus or minus 1 or 2 kgs will be there, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, plus or minus 1 or 2 kgs doesn't going to give you any kind of health related issues. So you calculate your ideal weight first. Then you see what is your weight now. Say example, your ideal weight is 76. You are now around 85 or 86. So 10 kgs overweight. Okay, 10 kgs overweight. If you want to lose weight, okay, here the other issues comes like I have a muscle mass, I have a fat mass. Okay, you are already going to the regular gym workouts and regular like controlling your diet, and still your weight is little more than what is your ideal weight. that is perfectly fine because you have a muscle mass. Muscle also weigh more, and it also gives you a little increase extra weight. But if you feel everywhere you have a lot of excess fat hanging, and you feel that lot of fat in your body, that means you need to lose weight. So how will you calculate, especially the guys holding the tummy fat and see how much is the excess fat? That is fat. Even if your tummy projection is more, irrespective of your the weight, you have to lose. Say why? Even the tummy, there is two kinds of fat. One is fat above the muscle. This is skin. This is a muscle. Inside there is a stomach and intestines. So the fat can be between the skin and the muscle, or in below the muscle, where the stomach and intestines are lying. This fat is that where that around the stomach and intestine. That fat is so dangerous than the fat between the muscle and skin. But both the fats has to be reduced to give you a flat tummy. So you are overweight by maybe a 10 kgs. Your tummy is big, irrespective of whatever the status, you have to lose weight. But your tummy is flat and you are excess weight, and your weight is around the in the muscles. No need to lose much weight. Just maintain the weight whatever you have by doing whatever you're doing earlier, the mild exercises and your high protein diets. Okay, now you find out that I have a lot of fat, I want to lose weight. Okay, what do you do? As I said earlier, start with low carbohydrate, that is no carbohydrate, and high protein diet, so that you can eat less quantities, because protein will give you a high satiety. And the same way that no immediate release of the insulins. So what happens? So your blood level, sugars levels will be continuously maintained throughout the day. So you don't binge in eating in like next meal, and you don't gain the calories. What is the ideal way of losing weight? What is the ideal diet? I'll give you an example diet for it suits most of the people. Most of the people who wants to lose weight. Okay, the first as soon as you get up in the morning, first should be a green tea or black coffee without sugar or milk. So basically, the sugar, milk, dairy products, and the fat and carbohydrate has to be avoided when you are trying to lose weight. So morning breakfast should be, after the coffee, the black coffee or a black tea, the morning diet should be fruit. What kind of fruit you eat? All low calorie fruits, meaning whatever tastes good you should not eat. Very simple. So whatever tastes good, sapota tastes good, mangoes taste good, and banana tastes good. These are all the things has to be avoided. So what you have to eat? The the guava, oranges, apple, papaya, pomegranate. These are the things in low calories and it has a lot of nutritious values. It has a lot of vitamins, minerals. So you have to, morning breakfast should be a fruit. You fill your stomach how much you want. I always say this because you can't eat more than one apple, and if the second apple you struggle. So that is these are all the differences between the refined carbohydrate like dosa, idli, and these kind of a good carbohydrate sources. So you can't eat more. You see, whenever you take sugary things or any junk foods in the hotels and other things, they have a tendency to make you eat more. That is the idea of those substances and junk foods. Why we say don't eat junk food? This makes you eat more and more calories, so it goes for the story. So as I said, morning breakfast should be a fruit with low calories. You have to eat 5 times a day for sure. Don't avoid this, because I'll tell you the reason. So next, mid-morning food is buttermilk. Okay, have 1 or 2 glasses of buttermilk or a clear soup in the around 11 o'clock time. So 8:30 you are going to have a fruit, and mid-morning you are going to have a buttermilk, and afternoon should be a salad. And for people who can't avoid rice or like the routine diet, have a little bit of that and more of salads. See, normally in Indian culture we used to eat in a banana leaves. Banana leaves, we have all the salad kind of things in that side and rice in this side. Here, when you are eating to lose weight, the leaves has to turn other way around. So all the the salad kind of things has to be this side and rice has to be that side. Basically, you have main course source will be the salads and little rice for like a in Tamil we say all the poriyals has to come this side and rice the thottu sappanum. That is kind of a thing, like we have to do when you want to lose weight. So, but most of the people who are from other part of the world, so the thing is you have to eat a lot of salads in the afternoon. You can fill your stomach how much ever you want with the salads. And evening should be some protein vegetarian sources like chana or a dal or a chicken clear soup. Those kind of things can be taken in the evening time around 4 o'clock. And night should be again salad with, you can add chicken, fish or even the tofu. Those kind of protein sources can be added with the salad. So you have to develop a recipe to make this very interesting, adding little bit of like pepper, salt, or a little bit of like there's some you should not add sauce, but if you add sauce again, that all junk calories comes into the body, so that you gain easily weight. So this is a model weight loss menu. Why you need to have 5 meals a day? If you are skipping the 11 o'clock buttermilk or 4 o'clock the protein sources, what happens is you feel very hungry and you can't you tend to eat more in the next meal, so you gain more calories. So when you're going very hungry, obviously your mind won't work that time. You want to fill the stomach, so eat fast and you want to eat all junk stuffs. So this is a model weight loss menu. And same way, weight loss is not a single person's work. Your whole family has to support it. When he's hungry and when he's coming home, if you have a plate full of cheesy materials and all have a biryani and your family eating biryani, family ask him to eat or ask her to eat the salads, obviously it's very difficult. Youngsters, they also want to taste, they also tends to deviate, they also have this kind of urge to eat what others are eating. So it's a family thing. Whole family has to change to help him or her to reduce the weight. So when he is coming in a great hunger, so the table has to be filled with the salads and vegetables and fruits, and you should not keep kind of a junk foods in the table, or you should not buy junk foods in the house. So obviously then only they can they can reduce the weight. There are different kinds of people want to lose weight. Say their motives are different. Say example, a 25-year-old female or a guy, they want to look good, so they want to lose weight. So their target will be around 10 to 15 kgs or maximum maybe 7 to 10 kgs. This is very simple. This is very simple by the method what I said. Easily they can lose weight. Along with this diet, obviously they have to do little bit of exercise. Don't do heavy workout. Say example 3 hours of gym. That's also addiction. That's also not good for the body. Minimal exercise. Maybe a cardio 3 times a week and yoga 3 times a week. Maybe a 4 to 5 overall for 5 days. If you utilize for doing exercise, is more than adequate. Basically, the idea of doing exercise is not to burn the food what you eat. See, in India, the major mistakes what most of the people do is they go to gym to reduce the they go to gym to eat more. Okay, it's a very common mistake what you can see. They go to gym in the morning because they have a feast in the afternoon or feast in the night, or they want to party tonight, so they want to go to the gym. If you take one bread have 100 calories. If he is working out in the gym, if he is going in the treadmill, he will be burning 150 calories he does for a half an hour to 45 minutes. So if he comes out and eat 2 breads, that is over. The idea is not to burn the calories what they eat. Idea is to increase the metabolic rate. Basically, everybody has a metabolic rate. If the metabolic rate is high, only whatever you eat will digest it fast, and the calories will be burned fast. So if your metabolic rate is low, even if you eat less, it goes for the storage. For that reason, you have to increase the metabolic rate, and same way you have to reduce your calorie intake. So then only that weight will comes down. So now I hope you understand why you need to do exercises. So as I said that now the people who wants to lose 7 to 10 kgs can follow the mild exercises, and this kind of a diet, and they lose weight. In fact, younger age losing weight is more easier when they age more. Because say example that the weight loss program which responds to 25-year-old person won't be won't help in 35 or 40 years. He has to change the whole plan. So basically the metabolic rate will slowly comes down. So obviously he has to work more and change the diet plan so that they lose weight easily. And second set of categories, they are 30 to 40 kgs overweight. Even I have seen a gentleman who was 70, 80, 90 kgs overweight than the ideal weight. So these people definitely need some kind of a professional help, and they have to meet a doctor. Actually, dietitian's role in these people are little less than they have to go and meet a doctor. Whom they need to meet a doctor. Basically, there are a lot of endocrinologists are there, endocrine doctors are there, even obesity doctors are there, even the plastic surgeon who does a lot of work in the body contouring area, they also can help you better. So what is the problem in these 30-40 kgs overweight people? Say they want to lose weight and they do something, like they do workout in every day 2 hours, the whatever diet they've seen online, they follow it, they lose weight. Even I know a girl who lost 45 kgs he's a software engineer. He took a break for a year and he lost 45 kgs in a period of a year. She came back, actually she's a doctor's daughter, she came back and cried to me saying that, doctor, when I was plumpy, when I was 40 kgs overweight, I was looking good. But when I lost these 40 kgs, everybody says you are looking good, but when I see myself in the mirror without the dress, I feel really awkward because every area is saggy and skin looks very, like it's like a old woman's skin, and breast started sagging, and everywhere it is saggy skin. I can't see my body. I better put on weight and go back to that than stay here. This is the mistake what most of the weight losses do by going without any professional help. So the way of reducing this 40 kg should be very gradual. And see, what is the main worrying factor when they lose weight? They become unhealthy first because they treat the nutritional, because they reduce taking the intake of the food has come down. See, when they reduce weight, they eat less, so all the vitamins, minerals, what is needed for the body won't be adequate to maintain their health. So when they are going for this weight loss program, obviously they have to supplement with some nutritional supplements so that they'll be healthy throughout the weight loss phase. So vitamins and minerals and all micronutrients has to be added in the diet plan in the form of pills or in the form of some injections, and sometimes they need some professional help. So second thing, they have to look good even after they lose weight. So as I said earlier, the major problem is the loose skin. How will you manage the loose skin issue? You have to lose the weight gradually. Otherwise, when you do it fast, every area starts sagging. If you do it very slow, we are giving time for the skin to accommodate the lost weight. So ideal weight loss for a month will be at least 3 to 4 kgs per month. That is the maximum what you can do. Ideal will be 2 to 3 if you ask me. But it's a very, very long journey. Say example 40 kg means at least 2 years they have to concentrate. Then only they reach that level. And one more thing what normally I advise for my clients is, when they started losing 3 kgs, okay, their target is 40 kgs they have to reach. They lost 3 kgs, go for a regular massages. The oil massages in the whole body will retone the skin, and it allow the skin to redrape well, so that the loose skin issue will be solved to the extent. Here, though I am not talking about surgical things, one more way of addressing is do a liposuction for this area. Then basically liposuction removes the fat and tighten the skin. During that time, if you go for a weight loss program, the skin laxity what you are going to have after surgery is very less. So okay, if you get a lot of loose skin, then no other choice, you have to go for a surgical correction by removing the excess skin and cutting it, which is going to give a lot of scars. For the European and American skin, it is fine because the scars won't look bad in the skin. But Indian basically the South Asian population, the scar won't look good. Obviously, all the cut marks looks very ugly after the surgery thing. So this is the second category we talked about, who is 30 to 40 kgs overweight.